The Resident Evil 4 Remake just got some more news. As we're getting closer and closer to the release date for the game, every bit of info like this will help us prepare for the upcoming demo soon to be released. The Resident Evil 4 Remake website was updated recently without any big news coming out to the public. It was quiet and very random to do this, but nevertheless, we appreciate it. Checking this out on the official page, we can see they made an update to the gameplay section with a new description. Scrolling down here to location, we have a secluded European village surrounded by a forest, rumored to be home to an eerie cult. This is talking about the beginning of the game where we face off against the 𝗦𝗕𝗕𝗦𝗕. Scrolling a little lower to the gameplay, we have some new info here as well. Tear a path through the horrors around you with firearms, hand-to-hand follow-up attacks, the newly added knife parry, and other actions at your disposal. Smart tactics, wise item management, and strategic weapon upgrades will help ensure your survival. The gameplay here shows us from what I'm assuming to be the first time we encounter the merchant, and the collection of weapons he has already is quite impressive. But it could be a clip of first meeting the merchant, then a showcase of weapons and items earned later on in the game. Hand-to-hand follow-up attacks after a successful stun on the enemy, and the newly added knife parry, which we see here against the chainsaw. If you played any of the Resident Evil games, especially the recent ones, wise item management should be no big deal, as it's all we know. Anyone else have that pet peeve of keeping your inventory cleaned up with a mix of ammo, guns, and herbs? It's a good thing to note that in the original RE4, you upgraded the capacity of a weapon and it would automatically fill the magazine to that specific limit you bought for. Do I expect the same result in the remake? Yes I do. Every decision you make, every bullet you use might just affect your chances in the next area of the game. I can't tell you how many attempts I had in the Resident Evil 2 remake against Phase 2 Birkin on Leon because I wasted ammo on enemies I could have just ran past on my first run on hardcore. It's just something to keep a note of if you plan on playing on the hardest difficulty from the start. Granted, you don't have to complete a normal difficulty first to then unlock the professional mode. Now coming up to the knife, apparently there are other knives in the game like we've seen before. Leon gets his own personal knife that we can use for just about everything, and we can repair and upgrade with the merchant. Although if you happen to break your knife from using it too often or not keeping up with management, there are other knives in the game in the surrounding area, but these cannot be repaired or upgraded at the merchant. Simply put, once they're used up, they will break. But I had a theory a while back about Leon's knife still being able to protect against the 𝗦𝗦𝗕𝗦𝗕 if he happened to grab you. Now that we have a little bit more information on other knives coming into play, this may not be the case at all. If you happen to have a broken knife when grabbed, you will probably just take massive damage. All this information comes from the Remake's website as well as tweets from Dusk Golem. Expect to see some more info soon on the game as it's less than 2 months away from release. So marketing should start up again soon. Let me know your opinions down below in the comments about the recent changes on the website. What do you think about them? Drop me a like on the video and subscribe for more RE4 Remake content. I hope you're all doing very well, and I will see you soon.